So Phil, congratulations on becoming the Football Writers' Footballer of the Year. You've probably seen that there's a pantheon of greats, some of the greatest names, probably all the great players of English football. How does it feel to be amongst that company?
Yeah, really special. You know, playing in the Premier League, in the toughest league for me. I said at the start of the year in one of my interviews I wanted to try and be one of the best players in the league, and I think this season my games come on loads and I perform really well, so I'm delighted to be amongst so many special players that have won the award before, so yeah, it's a pleasure.
And looking back over the season, how do you feel things have gone for you? Are you happy the way you've progressed this year?
Definitely, like I said there, I think my games come on a lot. I've moved more centrally where I see myself in the future, so yeah, I'm just playing with freedom and playing with a smile on my face, and I think this year my performances have been good in most games, so I'm delighted with that.
And more goals, more assists, is that something you consciously thought at the start of the season that you'd like to do?
Definitely, being an attacking player at Man City, you want that responsibility to try and score goals and assist my teammates. I think playing higher up, that's what the aim is to do, you know, so I put that pressure on me and I like that pressure, so I'm delighted that you know, I've scored so many goals and assisted this year, so I'm delighted with the outcome.
And a lot of players said, a lot of pundits have said, after Ilkay Gundogan went last year, you know, who was the player who's going to fill that gap? And you've come in with those important goals as well. But also with Kevin being injured in the first part of the season, you sort of helped to fill that creativity gap as well.
Yeah.
Is that something you sort of thrive on, that challenge?
Yeah, definitely. It was tough to obviously lose Kevin Erling for large part of the season. But, you know, with this group of players, there's so many special players and so many good players that step up, and I knew that I had to step up with the players missing and try and help my team as much as I could. So, yeah, I think I showed that, so I'm delighted.
We spoke to Carl Walker after the Spurs game, and he was saying that the mentality, and it's a really tight band of brothers, and you'll all have a word with each other if you need to. Is that part of the key to the success here? Definitely,
we're such a professional group, and when we're not performing well, we'll have a group meeting and get things back on track. So, you know, Kyle's been a good leader this year and a great captain for doing that, and it just shows the hunger that we still have to achieve trophies and wanting to win. So yeah, it's so nice to be a part of this group.
And tell us a bit about Pep. How important has he been for your career, and how strong a leader is he for the whole group?
Yeah, I couldn't have asked for anyone better to be my coach. I feel like he's improved me so much since I first started training with the first team. So I'm only still 23 and I still want to keep taking advice and try and get even better.
When you joined the academy, you're a very young lad. Could you imagine one day all this would be coming your way?
Obviously you have a dream, but yeah, it was so challenging with the players that we had in the first team. But I knew it was possible, and I always believed in myself and worked hard every day. And yeah, I'm just delighted now. I'm getting my rewards for every day working hard.
And do you think it's important for you, but especially for the fans, that you are a fan, you're a local boy, you're one of their own sort of thing? Does that help for you and for the fans, someone to identify with?
I feel like it means a little bit more for me, obviously growing up in the academy, going through each age group and then playing in the first team. So yeah, it's a dream come true playing in this special team, and yeah, I feel like it's a little bit extra special for me.
Obviously a big win at Spurs on Tuesday night. The job's almost done, but you can't go into Sunday's game thinking it's done. We saw what happened with Aston Villa a couple of years ago. So what will be the message from Pep and from the other guys? Yeah,
like you touched on there, it's been such a challenge on the last day. So many times we've been behind and had to come back. So yeah, it's not going to be a straightforward game. We know that the job's not done. West Ham have a big threat going forward, so yeah, we have to remain calm and just try and play our football.
And the rest of the world seems to see the inevitability of City putting a run of wins together at the end of the season. Do you guys feel like that? Do you feel you're going on a run and just growing confidence as it gathers momentum?
I think the belief is there because we've done it before, and we showed again that we can do it this season. But now we just have to remain focused because there's still one more game to go, and yeah, it's just all the thought is on that game now.
And then after that, the FA Cup final. Small matter of another Manchester derby. Will it take a bit of a gear shift mentally to get into the mode for that cup final?
Yeah, it's still a while away. So, you know, after the West Ham game, whatever happens, you know, the focus is going to be United after that. So, yeah, it's going to be a special occasion because it's a derby at Wembley, the same as last season as well. And it's the games that you want to play in as a player. You want to play in the biggest games.
And is it one that the fans take more seriously as well, or they'll talk to you about that? You know, we must win this one because it's United.
Yeah, I feel like when it's a derby, you know, it means more for the fans and more for the players. So it's like I said there, it's a game that you want to play in as a player. So I'm just looking forward to it. And then
the Euros. I mean, a lot of people are thinking this could be England's year. How are the lads thinking?
Yeah, with full belief and full confidence. I think we showed in previous tournaments we've been so close. I think the quality of players is there. We've got so much quality around the pitch. So it's possible. We just have to go now and prove it.
And some of your peers, some of the lads coming through, Cole Palmer, Jude Bellingham's had an amazing season at Madrid. So there's a lot of young talent pushing to be in the side, isn't there?
Yeah, it's so nice to see all the young players doing so well, especially Cole, being here with him, to see him have an unbelievable season. So yeah, hopefully we can all connect really well going into the Euros and perform really well.
And at the other end of the age scale, Harry Kane, he's had a fantastic year in Germany. He's adapted to playing there, scoring goals for fun. That must augur well for England as well. Definitely,
it's so good to see Harry scoring goals going into the tournament. That's what we're going to need if we're going to win anything. So yeah, just looking forward to it.
And if you could just sum it up in a nutshell, what would be your dream end to this summer? Where would you be come the middle of July?
Over to win the Euros. And then before you know it, you know, we're back and ready for another season. So that's the aim, to hopefully win the Euros.
Fantastic. Thanks for your time, Phil.
Cheers.
And congratulations on your big
Thank you.